Life is a cycle of good and bad circumstances. It's easy and at the same time very complicated. Sometimes we make wrong assumptions with people and hate them without even learning the truth. We would often jump to conclusions on things we can't even explain. And sometimes, in order to understand certain situations, we would believe in things that aren't even true. And the most unacceptable part of it is that you would be living the rest of your life believing a lie. Hi there, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to tell you how an act of kindness can bless someone else. If you're new to this channel, be sure to like and subscribe and enjoy watching the rest of this video. Diana was a very loving and cheerful small girl who lived in Hawaii. Her father worked as a photographer in the city. Unfortunately, her parents got divorced and caused her to move to another city together with her mom. But during those times, her father frequently visited her. He traveled for hours just to spend time with Diana. He constantly congratulated her whenever she achieved victories in school, celebrated her birthdays, and even gave her gifts and surprises. Most importantly, he supported them financially. Even if they didn't live together, Diana always felt the love and care of her father. Eventually, she became okay with her parents' divorce as long as they were always there for her. For her, they were complete. But everything changed when she turned 15. One day, her father stopped visiting her. There was no warning. He was completely gone. She didn't hear from him ever again. Diana became so confused. She often asked herself whether she did something wrong. But the most painful aspect about it all is that he stopped supporting them financially. And so began the days of misfortune between her and her mother. They struggled to find money. They often transferred from one place to another because her mother could not afford to pay rent. Diana couldn't do anything about it because she was still a teenager and could not apply for work. Sometimes they had to live with their friends and relatives, but still they weren't able to make ends meet. People even discouraged them by saying, "Just forget about your ex-husband and your father. He possibly left you with someone younger and is living happily elsewhere. He doesn't care about you anymore because you are already a teenager. Perhaps he thinks that the two of you can already stand on your own." All the people they knew kept on putting down her father, and after hearing it over and over again, Diana started to believe them. Whenever her birthday came, she stayed close to the phone in hopes to receive a call from her father. People made rumors that her father must have gone to another country or perhaps he did not want to see them anymore. But no matter how dreadful those words were, she always hoped that her father would return. She missed him so much. Being separated for so long, the only things that she could remember her dad for were their memories together and their shared love for photography. When she was young, he would often bring her to his big studio in the city center. There, he molded her love for photography, and this is what inspired her to pursue photography. Diana, just like her father, became a professional photographer. In 2003, she started a large project for a public organization. The sole purpose of the project was to take photos of the poor and homeless people living in the streets and to show it to the world that these people were human, just like them. That they need much attention and care because they don't have the means to enjoy what we all normally enjoy. She traveled and visited many cities just to take photos. Fortunately, most of her photos were published through newspapers, magazines, and other media. After saving enough money, she put up her own studio and started earning money this way. Now, she seldom remembered her father. In her eyes, he was just a cruel and shameless person who deserted them. Her perception of her father would have lingered for the rest of her life if she had not discovered something particular in one of her photos. While scanning through the past photographs she took 10 years ago, she noticed someone unexpectedly among them. She even showed it to her mother just to make sure she was not mistaken. And lo and behold, she wasn't wrong at all. In the photograph, she found her long-lost father sitting in the corner of the street. In her mind, she thought, how was that possible? Why was he there? The two of them found it hard to believe what they saw. Their relatives told them not to concern themselves about him anymore. They even said that he deserved what happened to him, and it was probably his karma for leaving the two of them to suffer for the past years. But no matter what they said, Diana's love for his father overpowered her hatred towards him. She never listened to them and even planned to go search for him. After a few days of preparation, Diana went to Honolulu and started looking for her long-lost father, whom she had loathed for quite a long time. She searched for him everywhere for many weeks. Of course, she knew she had a slim chance of finding her father, because 10 years is such a long time and anything could have happened. Perhaps he transferred to another place, or worse, he could have already died. But even if she was filled with doubts and anguish, she still continued looking for him, and true enough, someone who seeks will always find. While she was resting inside a cafe, Diana saw her father from afar. "I haven't seen my father in so long. I think I was actually 15 when I last saw him, and when I saw him outside, my heart melted and overflowed with joy," she said. There her father was, sitting beside a garbage bin and finding shade under a bush. She couldn't understand what she felt. She had long before fully prepared herself on what to say if they were to ever meet, but to Diana's surprise, he was not able to recognize her at all. She tried explaining to him who she was, but her father's response was weird. He behaved differently. Diana told us that her father suffered from a mental illness called schizophrenia, a condition characterized by disturbances in thoughts such as delusions and hallucinations. It seemed like he couldn't hear me or even understand the words I said. He kept on arguing with someone else, but we were the only ones there. Then I realized that he was actually sick, and at that moment I decided to never leave him again," she added. And so each day, Diana came with food and spent time with him. She constantly helped him, but her father too always rejected her offer. To gain her father's trust, Diana showed him various photos and even brought her own camera. Her father gradually started to like her. According to her, it must have been because they shared the same love for photography. In October 2014, her father had a heart attack. She immediately took him to the nearest hospital and never left his side. Even if her father still didn't recognize her, she took care of him the entire time. Since her father had nowhere to go, she took him home. She was determined to help her father recover from his illness. The two of them visited many doctors together, and while at home, she talked to him and even showed him old photos of them. And little by little, her father started remembering a few memories of his old life. She also gave him her old camera because she hoped to bring back her father's love for photography. Photography has been a great part of his life. Through it, he was able to support me before. It was his love for photography that influenced me to become a photographer. No matter what happened in the past, I had to leave it all behind. I'm just glad that we are together now and that he is getting better day by day," Diana said. It was Diana's genuine and endless love that helped her father return to normal again. Now, her father is healthy but still continues treatment in order to fully recover. He even has a job and plans to visit South Korea in order to see his relatives there. "Before, my vision was to humanize those who are homeless, that stay in the streets," Diana said. "I know that each one of them carry their own story and reasons why they ended up there. If not for my love for photography, I would have resented my father for the rest of my life." Dear friends, here is a story of love and forgiveness. We should not easily believe in things that we are not sure about. You can't always be certain because life is full of surprises. Tell us your thoughts about Diana's story. Write it down in the comment section down below. If you love watching videos like this one, then like and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification icon to watch amazing videos like this. See you on the next video!